Hey guys, sorry I didn't upload yesterday. It was kind of like busy schedule, so I just decided to do it today. So, in honor of because Monday Adventure Time is making a new episode in which Finn is getting a new sword. I am just going to be like talking about the swords that he has owned and like if they had any special abilities and what they can do. Okay, the very first sword Finn ever owned. It was kind of like it was a really beat up sword. Like he did, you could tell that he kind of like taught himself how to sword fight, and also that he didn't really take too good of a care of it. Yeah, it was kind of like a rundown sword basically. So what he did was like it was just a no it was like a little sword that looked like it had gold. It was kind of like a little gold-looking blade. It had a black hilt and black leather over where he would hold his hand. And at the very edge, it was like a little circle. It had a ruby in it, I think. Pretty sure it was ruby. Well, anyway, so the way that sword was destroyed is by, basically he tried to impress, Bubblegum Princess, or Princess Bubblegum, or whatever you want to call her. Um, so he got these glasses of Nerdicon, which made him really smart. Basically made him know everything. And he made this little bubble blower that can make bubbles in different dimensions. First dimension makes like this little line of a shadow. Second dimension makes a one-dimensional shadow. Third dimension makes a two-dimensional shadow. Fourth dimension is a black hole. So like then he had to take the glasses off, and then the normal Finn was like, wait, what the, where am I? And he was like, wait, a black hole. I guess I'll have to deal with this. And then he stuck his sword in the bubble blower, and then he got like a little black hole sword. And so he attacked the black hole, and those break the just he ended the black hole and the sword. So basically everyone was safe, but both the sword and the black hole were destroyed. So first sword was gone, and then his also another sword that he used during the first area of time was like a demon sword or a death sword or something. I'm not sure. It was like it was only in there for like a small amount of time. And he used it to fight Abadir, but since it was like an evil sword, he didn't use it. He just left it in the graveyard where he found it. But the sword he had after that gold sword was like we called it the root sword. Basically, it had for the hilt roots, like it was roots tied together for a hilt, and for the blade it was like a purplish pink crystal. It's hard to kind of explain the color, but yeah, purplish pink. And then the next sword he gets, trying to think of because I know like the last sword he had, but I'm not sure. Uh, just let me go on Google for a second, guys. I'm sorry about this. Um, just I know I should probably have done a little more research before I did this, but okay. Sword. Okay. Uh, sorry, sorry guys. This is stupid Google search bar. Uh, did and okay, I think I got it. Going to the wiki page. Okay, yeah, okay, so I'm at the page. There's that original sword that I told you, the gold one. Um, there's the golden sword of battle, also known as Scarlet. There's the root sword, which I just told you. Then there's the demon sword, but I know that is a very, I know it, but I wasn't sure. Okay, also in the Fight Kings arena, he uses a steel sword. He just kind of like, he uses dual swords, and it's not really anything else that he does. There are also swords that, are in there. Sword of the Dead, which I told you. There's a crystal sword. When, see. Oh, yeah, that doesn't really get used. That's just like little, you see that an adult Finn, when he's meditating, use that. It doesn't really, yeah. I'm just gonna go back. Oh, also, the lightning sword. He also used that whenever, he got on a mystery train, and he was, like, stuck in it, and he liked it. It would, like, if he went like this, it would zap lightning. But now onto the demon sword, the sword that he lost just a little while ago. The demon sword is made from the demon named Keoph's blood. It was Jake's dad. He, like, when he was younger, he found a way to get stone tablets that told him how to summon the demon, and so when he summoned him, he made sure that there was, like, all this holy stuff and all that trapping him, and so he kept drinking holy water. That way the demon couldn't get his blood and make Joshua pay for it. And so he had trapped the demon and made, like, so, and waited and waited, and then, like, eventually the demon had got his own blood out and made a sword out of it to cut his chain. And then that's exactly when Joshua, because he had only like one chance, because Joshua had to go pee a lot because all the holy water in his bloodstream. But yeah, so whenever whenever Keoth cut himself free, that's whenever Joshua came back and took a glass of holy water, sprayed it on him, took the sword, and then, like, sent him back to his own dimension or whatever. And then Finn picks, like, he made the sword and he kept the sword for Finn as, like, little prize for going through a dungeon he made to toughen him up, but he had died whenever they were kids, so he didn't really know if Finn turned out as a man as he is, or if he was still like the crybaby he was as a child. Um, so whenever, so Finn, that sword was very powerful, very powerful. It could kill the biggest evil. And like at the very end of the thing, there was this huge evil monster. Like it was like at least a good 100 yards long, although it wasn't that tall actually, but had a giant crystal eye. And so, yeah, the demon sword is very